All right, race fans, welcome live tonight here, Homestead, Miami. And that's right, we're about to crown some champions here tonight for the Racing for a Cause Cresson Candle Company Trucking Series. And we're doing it here live tonight, and we're going to look good doing it because, like I say, we got 4 drivers that are about to embark on a journey that will bring them, one of them anyways, will crown them a champ here. Let's get set here. As always, I'm Joe White. I'm up here in the booth, and I'm accompanied by Tim. Tim, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing all right tonight, Joe. We're going to be in for a good run tonight, man. It's beautiful Miami weather down here. It's beautiful, and I enjoy every bit of it. How you doing tonight?
Man, I'm doing awesome. And I tell you what, you talk about the weather. We got 80 degrees outside here at 106-degree track temp. A 1.5 mile track, 4 feet off the altitude there. And I'm going to tell you, and you know what? That sounds bad. I'm up here yawning. Folks, sorry about that. And kind of got up earlier on today, but believe me, I am pumped up and excited for this one because I can't wait to kind of call this race here. It's been a long, interesting season here for the Racing for a Cause Cresson Candle Company Trucking Series. It's been one that I've very, very much enjoyed so far because these guys have been put on a tremendous show from week in and week out, and I've enjoyed it. Hope everybody else has enjoyed it. Tim, I hope you've enjoyed it, man, the time you've been up here with me.
Oh, gosh, yes, I'm enjoying it. And you know what? It's beautiful down here tonight, is it not, Joe?
Absolutely. And you know what's even more beautiful is we're about to have one awesome race here. 4 drivers, when we get done, are going to try to say, hey, look, I am the champ here, and it's going to be a very interesting one at that. So buckle up, folks. We're getting set. We got about 3 minutes or so left in practice out here. And right now, as these guys are just, storming around this track, kind of getting warmed up themselves. Me and old Tim up here in the booth, we're going to get cranked up ourselves here. Since we're waiting a little bit though, but I tell you what, let's bring up somebody here tonight who was throughout this whole season has put on a great series. Let's bring up Rick Greenway and get a talk with him right fast. Rick Greenway, Joe out in the booth, got a copy?
I do, sir. How are you this evening?
Man, I'm doing awesome, and I tell you what, we're crowning the champ here tonight, Racing for a Cause, Crescent Candle Company Trucking Series. It has been a fantastic season from the start to the end here. Wanted to bring you up here, though, to get it talking with you. How you think this season has been, how you think things are progressing, and what's the future hold here for the Racing for a Cause?
The season was it was a good season. You know, we had some ups and downs with it. You know, some things that we dealt through, but we got through them. We had some really good action on the track. We had some great races with some great finishes. So it was great with a lot of action. This race tonight, I think, is going to be exciting. Just looking at the current practice speeds, all the chase drivers are right up there together. So it's definitely going to be a tight race between those four, between Chris Medford, Ryan Nolan, Andrew Hill, and Jerry West. So therefore, probably our best drivers we have in the league. So I'm definitely excited about that. What we got coming up with Racing for a Cause, we're going to be starting an Xfinity series next week, actually. We're going to be following the exact Xfinity series, so it's going to be very interesting. So every track they race, we're going to be at, and it's going to be the Tuesday after they race. So that's going to be exciting. A lot of interest in that. We're going to be following the chase format with that. And we still have our late model series that races, and we've been doing a rallycross series that races. So we got a lot of things that still goes on with Racing for a Cause. It's pretty exciting. So yeah, I mean, if anybody's interested that's out there, look at Racing for a Cause. Definitely check us out on Facebook. We'll get you involved in something. We have something for every level. So if you're a new driver, we have development series that helps you with the racing skills. A lot of our veteran guys are in there, so and you know, they're helping out our younger drivers and stuff like that. So so definitely check us out. If you're a veteran driver, you're looking for an Xfinity series, come check us out for Tuesday nights.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, you got your plate full right there, Rick. And as always, I like what y'all do over here. Definitely Racing for a Cause. I mean, y'all race for a lot of cause. Y'all put on a lot of different things. Getting set here for qualifying. And I agree with you. I think we're going to see a good race here tonight. We got four. Well, it came down to four of the best here. And they're going to be buying and fighting it out the whole entire time for a championship here tonight. So, well, as always, good luck out there.
Thanks, buddy. I want to thank you and Tim and everybody else who's helped out with the broadcast this season. It's been great. Got nothing but great reviews on how you've been doing the broadcast. So definitely, you know, if people are looking for some broadcasting, definitely check you out.
Well, I appreciate it as always, man. You know, it's been a pleasure. Like I say, fun season. We're not done yet, though. We're going to crown a champ tonight here. We're going to kick this thing off as qualifying. And I know you got your hands full to keep everything policed in order to make sure it goes well. I'll let you get back down there, man, to what you're doing. I appreciate you coming up here talking a little bit with us, though, Rick.
I appreciate it, Joe. Thank you.
Oh, yeah,
Thank
not
you,
a problem.
Rick.
Well, Tim, I'll tell you right there, you know, Rick Greenway, man, he puts on this great show here at Racing for a Cause. And we're in the middle of qualifying. You know what that means. We're going to crank these guys up here and get them set going. And they're going to fly around this track here at pretty good speeds. Tim, what you think we're going to see here tonight on this track at Homestead? Mash button, man.
We're gonna see. we're gonna see some good racing, Joe. They're gonna be cautious though, because this is the night. This is the night of the champions, and they're gonna be cautious tonight. and they're going to race real good. And I guarantee we in for a good night.
And I'll totally agree with you on that one. Definitely going to be on a very, very good night. Well, want to throw out here first and foremost, shout out here. Chris Metford's going to be running a special paint job, and hopefully it shows up here on Trading Paints. But Tommy Quattlebaum, I remember him racing and whatnot here, but he lost his grandmother, and he's going to run a memorial for her on the hood here tonight. And he says it's I want to give a shout out to him and everybody at Tier 4 Motorsports for doing that. And it's always good, and I've always said it from time to time. These guys here racing for a cause, you know, their name stands for what they do. They race for causes, excuse me, and it's a good thing. And you know, like him doing that for, you know, the grandmother there of Tommy. It's always a good thing for guys to give shout outs and run memorials and so forth. And I like that. I just like the camaraderie that it should be here in the sim racing. We see it through in and throughout. But so not only are we going to see a great championship run here tonight, just remember we've got some good causes out here, and that's one up there that Chris Medford's doing. And speaking of Chris Medford, he's one of the title contenders here tonight.
Yeah, my condolence goes out to Tommy and his family there, Joe. I know how it feels, buddy.
Yeah, it's really sad, really hurtful, but you know, that's just one of them turn of things in life, and it's good that we try to remember the people. Me and you, Tim, know, you know, several people's lost some loved ones and whatnot, and I want to give a shout out. It's like my little one we were just talking earlier, Tim. I know you've been sick for a while. It's good to see you, man, getting back up. And my little one, well, he's got the flu, so he's in there laying down, and hope he starts feeling a lot better. So a lot of people out there sick, a lot of people, man, in bad shape. But hey, that's not going to take away from some action on the track here tonight. We're going to try to cheer everybody up here, make a good race out of this one. We're going to crown a champ here at Homestead, racing for a cause, Crescent Candle Company Trucking Series. I'm kind of excited on this one, Tim. Or are you jumping up and down in your seat yet?
Yeah, I am. I'm jumping up and down, but I'm listening to you. You're getting excited.
Yeah, man, got to get excited. Well, we're going to crown us a champ. We got about 40-some seconds here left, and we're going to get this thing done out here. It's going to be very, very interesting. It's been a long 22 weeks here. These guys have, you know, grueling 22 weeks, that is. They have put together a very, very good season, and right now it's coming down to this: 4 guys, 1 championship. Who's going to take it home?
Well, I tell you what, Joe, we got 4 guys running in the championship tonight. Whichever one finishes ahead of all of them, that's the one that's going to carry it home. It don't matter if he don't win. It just means that he's ahead of his contenders.
Absolutely, and I agree totally with you right there. And guess what? Well, I'll tell you right now, and we can grid these things up here right fast. Let's go ahead, man, and get our grid in order here tonight. As that man right there, Troy Radford, puts it on pole here tonight, and Justin McDuff sitting on the outside row. A.J. Hamlin there sitting in third. Gerald West, one of the men's looking for a title tonight, starting in the 4th place spot. 5th place, Al Smith. 6th place starting Chris Medford. 7th place, Ryan Nolan there. 8th place, Andrew Hill. 9th place, Dick Greenway. He's got a good starting position tonight. And Peyton Johnson rounds out the top 10. So look through the rest of this field here. Oh, well, one other guy there. Look through the field. Going to be very interesting to see who's going to bring this thing home tonight here at Homestead.
Well, I tell you what, them 4, they get together, they're going to be something to watch.
Yes, sir. Well, it's going to be interesting. I feel like with this race, like I say, 4 drivers: Chris Medford, Ryan Nolan, Andrew Hill, and Gerald West. And, you know, any one of those guys, we've seen them all battle. And You know, obviously, Andrew Hill, Ryan Nolan. Ryan Nolan's really been on rails as of late. Gerald and Chris definitely going to have their work cut out, but looks like Gerald, we call him Jay Weezy. He's already sitting up there pretty good and sitting in the fourth place spot. He's looking to maybe just start this thing off right in himself.
It looks as if he is.
And let me check, make sure that thing come up right on, I'm going to see if it come up on Chris's hood. No, come up on his old paint job. So let me see. I don't know if it did or not. Wait a minute. I think it did. Wait a minute. So I'm not sure what it had on it. I think it does. Says got something on the hood of it. So I know he's got Sim Speed Shop on the hood.
Yeah, he does.
He's got something else on the hood. I think he's got Quad Bomb on the bottom of it right there. Can't really see it at this angle.
Yeah, that's Tommy Quattlebaum, yeah.
Ah, there it is. Memory of who is it there?
Can't read that, but I
can't read what I can't read what I know it's Quad Bomb, but it does say in memory of. I'm gonna say Lucy. Hopefully that's the right name. If not, maybe he could correct me out here in the chat and type it out for me, because I can't quite see the way it angles on the hood there. It kind of falls off to the side. Can't really see what the. I'm gonna say it's Lucille or Lucy, but either way, Miss Quattlebaum in memory of. There we go. Got a good shot there from Chris Mefford. Pace cars in. We're going green flag racing. Final time here for Racing for a Cause, Crescent Candle Company Trucking Series. Here tonight, we're crowning the champ. As we're riding along here with Chris Mefford as he takes off. He is right there in the tire tracks of Gerald West, though. And you know those guys, man, all race long are going to want to try to keep up with each other, Tim, as they head off into turn one.
Yes, they doing a good job, too, there. They going to get racing right from the start there, Joe. Absolutely. That's Lucille. That's Lucille on that hood.
Okay, Lucille. That's what I thought it was. It looked like it was Lucille. Just wanted to make sure, like I say, if not, hopefully somebody out in the chat could definitely chime in, put that out there for us. But right now, boy, I tell you what, look at the 14 machine. A.J. Hamlin looking good, but he's got a whole tailgate right there loaded up with Gerald West. Gerald is trying to do what he can. He understands if he could get up here, win this race, maybe get some points led, he could come out of here a champ.
Well, he was trying to get 3 wide there for a minute.
Well, he's trying to get around these guys. But you know what? Here's the thing about it, too, Tim. Those guys in front of him is not contenders. Is it really smart on his end? I mean, I don't want to say it that way, but really smart on his end to race that hard to try to get around them, or just be a little bit patient? He definitely don't want to tear that truck up.
Well, you remember last week, Joe, when one of our contenders got real impatient and he messed up.
That's what I'm saying, and that's why I'm saying right there, might want to calm down a little bit, let those guys kind of settle them own self. But right now he goes right there side by side with the 14, A.J. Hamlin. He'll try to take that spot away. And I know Gerald, he's one of those very high competitive spirited type drivers.
Yeah, he ain't going to set back.
No, and that's fine. That's just the nature of it. That's just one of those style he does. As he looks like he's going to make that pass. He's going to scoot up there in front of that man, AJ. Well, we got to be careful, though. Don't want to do it. I know what he's thinking. Chris Mefford's right there behind him. I got to make up positions. Well, hey, as long as he keeps Chris Mefford in his rear view mirror, guess what? He's good.
He's all right, long as he keep him in that rear view mirror.
Absolutely. Well, I tell you right now, though, very good run. Got to watch Ryan Nolan coming up through the field here. But as of right now, these guys are getting spread out a little bit, coming up through the field here somewhat. What do you think, Troy Radford out front? I mean, he's just been dominating, man, so far this season.
Yeah, he is. Gerald West is on the bottom again.
When you talk about Troy Radford missing the chase here, he got into trouble, and just he had a dominating truck, but then just tore that thing all to pieces.
Yes, he did.
Hated on his end, man. Well, Tim, I tell you, it's going to be our last time for a while on Tuesdays. We're kind of a mini vacation, so to speak. We'll say it that way. But me and you'll be back up in the booth for ExtremeMotorsports99.com. You're going to, I'm going to say, Tim's going to step it up to the big time here with me. It's a pleasure, man, to have him in the booth with me there.
Yeah, well, the old gentlemen are going to go.
Oh, well, they're going to get a feel of us, Tim. I mean, they're going to have us about 3 or 4 times a week. They're going to get tired of listening to the old guy brigade.
Well, we just have to spice it up.
That's right. That's what I'm talking about. Or lead the action to the track, which is pretty good right now between these guys. Gerald's moving on up right there. You got Justin McDuff. He's still sitting in the 3rd spot. A.J. Hamlin right there. Chris Medford, he's trying to do what he can, but he's got Ryan Nolan crawling all over his back bumper right now.
And Troy Rafford got Gerald West right on his bumper, too, coming up.
And that's what Gerald wants right there. Now, the one thing I don't like seeing, even though these guys are running for a championship, I really, I know Troy right now, he wants to win this race. If Gerald's fast, great, go for it. But, I've seen guys before kind of just let off because the chase driver's coming. Well, I don't want to mess up their chase. Look, if I got a fast truck, you're going to have to find your way around me. We're going to race. You know what I mean?
That's what it is, Joe. I mean, you can't just lay off and let them go.
Absolutely.
I mean, if he's in a good shape, Gerald West is in a good shape right now. If he can stay there, don't mess up.
And you're right. Don't mess up. Don't do anything, man, that you have to. I mean, obviously, if he's got a fast enough, truck, he's going to make his way around it. But I mean, right now he's not been able to run down Troy Rafford. We know Troy. He's week in and week out. He has definitely had fast machines. He just had some bad luck here and there. The battle right now is for second. The 20 machine of Justin McGuff. He's got his hands full with A.J. Hamlin. And A.J. Hamlin right there, I tell you, he's looking good. Man's got a good league over there in himself, too, United Sim Racing. And check those guys out. They got an awesome late model series that they do over there. Yeah, man. No, actually, Al Smith, my bad, got it.
Yeah.
And talk about Al Smith, he's back there with Peyton Johnson. They're actually battling out. So it seems like we got a couple little packs going on throughout the race here.
I believe Gerald West is saving his tires. He's saving up for a charge.
Well,
what?
Who knows? He might be.
Watch his line. Other than Troy Rafford. Watch his line.
He's a lot lower, ain't he? Yeah, he's going a little bit lower on the track than actual Troy Rafford is.
And where he's at now.
Yeah, now he went up the track just a little bit. But see, now that's the thing about this track here, Tim. Homestead, I'm so used to them running that high line. And I noticed in the Cup machines, the Gen 6 here, the A-car that we call it on iRacing, a lot of times they go up towards the top of the track. With the truck, you can kind of stay down a little bit with it, be a little bit more aggressive. But you see Gerald's, he's utilizing that low line. The problem is Justin and AJ, they're gaining on him now.
Oh, yeah. But NASCAR are usually that top line too, Joe.
Yes, sir, they do.
I seen the last race we seen down there, they were running the top.
Absolutely. Well, we got Tom out there in the chat, and I tell you what, Tom, like I say, from everybody here at OSRN Online Sim Racing Network, we definitely want to give our thoughts and prayers out there to your family, your late great grandmother. So I know she'd be looking down on us here, smiling about this awesome race out here and all the action going on. So again, want to give a good shout out to you out there.
Yeah, my prayers and thoughts goes out to you too, Tom.
There you go. Tim's a good guy, man. We all here, and that's what makes it is hey, there's no denying it. I'm not a young guy. I'm an older one. Now, Tim, he is the grandfather up here in the booth, but that's for another day.
Bite your tongue, Joe.
Well,
I know.
That does sound pretty fitting. The grandfather of the booth, man. There you go. Oh, man. Look, man's got wisdom. That's what I always said.
I didn't make it this far without it.
There you go. Absolutely. And I tell you what, it's a good journey, man. It's good to have you up here. We have fun up here in the booth. And it's always with these races. Right now, we got a good, strong one going on here for that 3rd, 4th, and 5th place. Chris Medford's trying to climb up there. We've got A.J. Hamlin and Justin McGuff right there.
Yeah, I see in Gerald West, he's falling back a little bit.
Yeah, he's not. He gained a little. I think he might have used up a little bit of tires there, getting around the other 2 competitors behind him.
More likely what happened.
Yeah. And, you know, you're not seeing Chris Medford. Well, now Chris is now taking it on the inside, trying to make a pass on AJ. But they kind of got up there, and then they kind of stalled out a little bit, along with Ryan Nolan.
Isn't that funny when you get up there where you can get close to him and stalls out?
Well, in that old saying, you remember in NASCAR or any other racing is, you can catch them, but passing them's 2 different things.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, usually you can run up there, man, and get close to them and catch them. But then trying to get around him and pass him, it's another thing. But you see Ryan Nolan, he's trying. Now, again, maybe they're just trying to take it easy, fill out, see what the truck will do. Right now, everybody's been very patient. Single file. I mean, we're at lap 17. We got 83 to go here tonight. Final race here, Homestead, Miami. We're racing for a cause, Crescent Candle Company Trucking Series. Been a very good season so far. I want to appreciate everybody tuning in here with live Twitch and YouTube. And I got old Tim up here in the booth, and I know he's live and alive too.
Oh, yeah, I might be the grandfather, but I'm alive.
There you go, absolutely. A good race so far, man. These guys have got going on up front. I totally enjoy it right now as we're looking through the top 5 here. See what these guys, man, have got for any of these other gentlemen that might be out here. Our chase contenders right now, Gerald West, that's the man on point. He's up there in the 2nd place spot. If he stays there, well, guess what? Long, hard season, he'll walk out of here a champ.
Yeah, but he got Chris Medford there in 4th, though, and he's coming.
That's right. You know, we don't want to give it to him yet. Anything can happen, and we have seen some crazy races here the last couple weeks, ain't we, Tim?
Oh, Lord, yeah. That last 5 or 6 laps, it gets crazy.
Woo, yes, it does. They've had some wild ones here. We thought guys have dominated races, and then the next thing you know, boom, catastrophe happens.
Yeah, and the one from the middle of the pack comes up and wins the race.
There you go. Absolutely. Andrew Hill right now is back in 8th spot, a little bit off the pace. He's one of the other chase contenders here tonight, one of the 4. Not having the race right now he wants, maybe trying to figure out what kind of line he needs to use and what he's got to do to get up there. He's just way off the pace as of right now.
But you know one thing Jerry West does not have to worry about.
What's
is
that?
Troy Raptor. He don't have to worry. He needs to worry about what's coming up behind him.
Yes. Well, and you're right there, Tim. And you know, Chris Medford slowly but surely trying to climb up there along with Ryan Nolan. But you're right, Gerald just maintains where he's at. It's obviously now Troy Raptor has just kind of checked out on the field. He's got a 1.7 second lead. So he's checking out right now, and which we've seen this from Troy, and unfortunately getting tied up in the late cautions, the late accidents. He's got that simspeedshop.com machine out front. And speaking of simspeedshop.com, Tim, what are they? They are the title sponsor for what this season?
Yep.
That's right, title sponsor, man. They came on board 2018 here at OSRN, and I want to appreciate those guys for doing that. So if you're looking for a button box for your sim rig, they got them on hand. If you're looking for a custom one just personalized for yourself, check those guys out at simspeedshop.com. They'll get you hooked up. They'll definitely get you an awesome sim box and everything that you need. Check them out online, simspeedshop.com. Check them out on Facebook at Sim Speed Shop. You can also check them out on Twitter or Twitter, is what I call them, at Sim Speed Shop. Hashtag get a box. Or get rid of the mouse to grab you a box. Why not? Hey, those guys will definitely get you hooked up. Daryl West on pit road.
Well, that ain't good.
Well,
it's 24.
yeah. Here comes Chris Metford along with him, and the 14, A.J. Hamlin. So green flag pit stops.
Yeah, speedshop.com is brothers there, Joe, and
Yep.
Good to have them aboard.
Absolutely. Jason Eisenhower, Adam Eisenhower, you know them there. Good set of guys, man, came on board and enjoy those guys being on board, being a title sponsor here for OSRN Online Sim Racing Network, and I want to appreciate it. And I know it's going to be a good season here. Got some good things there. Hopefully we'll get some prizes and stuff, man, handed out to some viewers. Actually, if I can get up with them, maybe we can get a couple sweatshirts or something maybe one day, and Tim can do some trivia questions out there to all the viewers.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I know the brothers there. I know them real well. I raced with them last season.
They're good guys. Really good guys.
Oh, yeah, they're good guys.
Absolutely. Well, I tell you what, right now, it's been a very good race. Green flag pit stops. The 91 of Al Smith Jr. is coming on pit road along with, going to leave Dick Greenway out there. Now, just speaking about Dick Greenway, he is the father of Rick Greenway, who we just talked to before the race here in practice. And a good guy, if you ever get a chance to speak with him, down to earth gentleman, just about like me and you, Tim. He's down to earth, really good guy. He just comes out here to have fun. His attitude towards the racing is look, I might not always be the most competitive, but I have fun week in and week out driving this truck and just come out here and love racing.
Well, yeah, they're both good people too there, Joe. We've been watching them, a good while.
Absolutely. And it's just been a very, very good one. Guys are definitely stepping up here, and Dick's a really good guy. He's had some up and down races, had some good ones, had some really bad ones, but it's good to see that he enjoys just coming out here, running. Enjoy talking to him, enjoy talking to Rick, and it's just all these guys here racing for a cause. Because, Tim, this was one of the original leagues that I started when I started broadcasting. And I've told everybody about the memorial race they put on for a good buddy of mine who passed away several years ago. Known him since I was back in the 8th grade, and they put on a memorial race. Kind of choked me up on that one, but they did that out of the spur of the moment, and just one of the leagues I originally broadcasted. Then I helped them. They got them an overlay and stuff, and they set up did their own stuff here, and they called me back and said, "Hey, look, can you do the one series here?" And I said, "Not a problem." So I do appreciate that, and maybe down the line, future or something like that, we can work together again and whatnot. But I do appreciate them being here and calling upon us. And hey, we're going to crown a champ tonight, though, with all that said and done.
Yes, we are. And Dick Greenway is leading the way now.
Yes, he is. Hatton took his pit stop. Maybe he's hoping, man, somebody out there will get a caution and he'll get a lucky break here. Well, as we say that, here he comes on pit.
That's the reason he's leading.
Absolutely.
Oh, boy, we got Chris Medford up there now.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, just how quickly things can change. Chris Medford now leading this race with Gerald West in second, Ryan Nolan in third. The top three guys are three of the four guys in the chase. Now, we were just talking about Andrew Hill. He's moved it up in the sixth spot after those green flag pit stops. But right now, Chris Medford's got a 1.3 second lead. Al Smith Jr. dropped back. Troy Radford back in the fifth. But, this is not, one of those guys up there, I got a feeling they're going to walk out of here. Well, we know one of them will walk out of here a champ tonight.
Yeah, Ryan Nolan's in third place there, Joe, and Andrew Hill, like you said, in sixth.
Yep.
Al Smith dropped back some, and Troy Radford did too.
Yeah, it looks like they had let's look at their pit stop times. Actually, their pit stop times are pretty competitive. between one another. Everybody's in the 14 seconds, so I'm not 100% sure what happened to Troy. I don't know if he took a pit. Looks like he took his pit a lap earlier, excuse me, than a lot of these other guys did. Actually took it a lot later than a lot of these other guys. So he's got, Troy right now has got about probably a couple laps newer tires than Gerald and Chris does. So maybe by the end of the run, if it goes green, he might be able to run him down. We'll just have to see what he can do, but he's got a long way back. He's 6.4 seconds from the leader right now, so he's in a little bit of a hole unless the caution comes out.
Yes, he is. And let's see if Gerald West has got something for Chris Medford here. Him and Ryan Nolan right there together, Gerald West and Ryan Nolan.
Well, Tim, the last laps, looks like Chris Medford was a little bit faster by about not quite a tenth, maybe about 3/4 to a half of a tenth.
Now, Gerald he ain't catching him though.
No, not catching him like he was with Troy. He got up there, and actually that time, still Chris Medford a little bit quicker. Now he's maintaining pace on Ryan Nolan. He's holding him at bay as those two are about dead even right there as they come across the line. I mean, Ryan might have been a tick quicker, but not much. But the biggest picture here is Chris Medford out front. He's holding out. Is Chris Medford, is he actually using a lot of tires? Is that going to hurt him as the run goes on?
If he keeps on using them tires, yes, sir, it will. But
Yep.
He's moved up a little bit.
Well, look at this. Troy Rafford's caught Al Smith.
Well, he has, hasn't he?
Yeah, made that pass on him. He's going to try to run these guys down up here.
They ain't got to worry about that.
Ain't got to worry about that.
I think Chris, Gerald, Ryan, and Andrew Hill. Troy Rappers is, but look at that one.
What's that?
They moved that one.
Yeah, Peyton Johnson and A.J. Hamlin. They're out of the race.
Yeah.
Don't know what happened to them. Huh.
We ain't had no caution, have we?
No, I don't know if they had a wreck on pit road or what. Didn't see what happened, but yeah, Peyton Johnson, A.J. Hamlin, they're out of the race. Huh. Yeah, okay. Action already all over the place.
Dick Greenway fell a lap down to that pit stop.
Yeah, we kind of figured he probably would. He'll probably get it back as soon as they go around, though.
Here it comes.
What's going to be interesting here is the battle for second here between Gerald West and Ryan Nolan. And this is kind of heating up just a little bit.
Yeah, Ryan Nolan is catching up with him.
Yeah, catching up ever so slightly. Let's see if he can catch him and pass him. That's going to be the two different ones there. So Chris Medford continues to kind of grow that lead. He's 1.9 seconds now.
Yeah, the girl is going to have to watch that one behind him.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if he can hold him off, because Ryan Nolan's coming up there slowly but surely.
Yeah, I'm watching him. He's creeping up on him.
Ooh, Gerald almost got up into the wall coming out of turn 2.
Yeah, Ryan Nolan took advantage of that, too. Look at that. Oh, he's in the high groove.
Yes, he is, which we haven't really talked much about it, with these tires and whatnot. This track can push up or make you push up one. And the next thing you know, that wall jump out there, boom, bite you.
I do believe if I was in that race and I started out with fresh tires, I'd get up there to the wall.
Yeah, Tom, I don't know what happened to Troy. He went into the pits. It looks like he went in a little bit later than they did because he's only been on 14 lap old tires. Gerald Chris and Ryan, they're on 15, 17, and 16 as we got a battle now. Ryan Nolan has caught Gerald West. Let's see if he can make it a way around him.
He's been trying to crisscross him, but he ain't got it yet.
Absolutely not. We talked earlier there about, catching and passing, but he's going to put the bumper right there and look on the inside, see if he can't take the second spot. He's got it here for a moment as they're door to door.
Yep, he's going to get it. Looks like Gerald's coming. He's going to try to put the crisscross on him. Oh, wow.
Yeah, going to try to do that crossover move. Can't quite get it done. Not in position. I think Gerald's just going to have to heave right there as old Ryan was just a little bit faster. We've seen this picture play out many a times. Ryan Nolan just slowly but surely. Now he's going to set his sights on that man up there in the 46, Chris Medford.
Because Gerald's pushing up.
And Gerald's staying in that high line. He's committed to stay down low. A lot of other guys are looking like they're running that middle line.
All I can say, good luck.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
You're running that low line, good luck.
Yeah, I mean, eventually what Gerald's going to have to do is maybe search around the track here for some speed, as it doesn't look like the low line's kind of helping him out, as Ryan's kind of slowly but surely pulling away from him here. And he's trying to run down that man up there. He was a little bit faster, maybe just about a couple hundredths faster than Chris. So it'll take him a little bit of time here to run down Chris, because Chris got a 2.2 second lead over those guys behind him. But yeah, you're right, Tim. Running that very, very low line, because you see Ryan Nolan. He's right there in the middle of the track. Now Gerald's went up there to the middle. We'll see if that helps him out.
Should have been up there when he was behind him there.
Yeah, sometimes you just can't maybe get behind somebody and watch what they're doing and maybe help you out a little bit. Let's go back here and see what Troy Radford's doing. He's still right there in front of Al Smith Jr. And Andrew Hill, he's just trying to maintain. It doesn't look like he's got the speed here tonight that he normally has.
Al Smith is catching him, though.
Yeah.
Andrew Hill is way back there in 7th or 6th.
So
he ain't
far,
running too good tonight, Joe.
No, Andrew Hill isn't. Looks like he's just off the pace, doesn't have the speed that he normally has.
Really, Andrew Hill's up there fighting for the lead.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what we're saying. He's normally one of those the top dogs out here, and tonight just not having the speed here. Maybe he just doesn't have the handle on this track quite yet.
Maybe he knows something we don't.
Well, if he does, let us know as you go. I mean, absolutely.
Yeah. Maybe waiting on them last few laps, saving his car.
And we got another truck out of the race, Justin McDuff. I don't know what happened to him, but he's 7 laps down out of the race.
They're dropping out like flies.
I see that, man. There's been an epidemic on the track.
Big Greenway haven't caught that lap back up yet neither.
That's a big word right there, Tim.
What's that?
Epidemic.
Oh, yeah. That's a college word.
Yeah, I had to bring out the redneck encyclopedia for that one. Yeah. Oh, but it's been a good one so far. These guys have been out here, they're trucking around here at Homestead. Final race of the season here tonight. And some good online sim racing for you here tonight. Fuel mileage, you're right, Tom. Could come down to a fuel mileage race as of right now. And if my calculations is right, let's see, they came in at what? 22, 23, somewhere in that area, 24.
24.
So that's going to put us at 50. Yeah, they're going to have to make another pit stop, but I'm trying to think if they're going to have to make another one after that. Probably going to have to make 2 more stops. Maybe 1 if they can stretch it. If they can stretch it for another maybe 4 laps or so, they can make it. But here comes Troy Radford in the pits now.
Yeah, I'd fix to say right now it's time for them to make them green stop, flag stop. So this is 49, 50. That's lap 50.
Yeah, Gerald West is in. It's going to be 51 to go. They're going to have to make one more stop after this.
Yep.
It's been a good one so far. Caution free.
Hill's coming up too, but he ain't coming in now.
Yeah, we're here live on pit road. Watching old Gerald West. Ryan Nolan's on pit road. Chris Medford's still not coming in yet.
Better be careful.
Now it says he went 26 laps. So he went 26 laps. Yeah, it's still he's going to have to make another pit stop even with this one.
Here he comes.
Yep. Good one so far.
Truck there getting good fuel mileage.
Absolutely.
Right there is what kills you when you have to slow down to 55 miles an hour. That's what kills you.
Oh, yes it does. You're going right there running about 160, and next thing you know, you got to come down to 55, and you're like, wow, we're crawling.
And it does look like it when you're doing that.
Absolutely. Well, good run so far tonight. All your chase contenders up front there. We'll see how this thing cycles out here on pit road. Ryan Nolan's back on the track. He's coming out of turn 4 right now. He's going to be able to, as Chris Medford's coming out of the pits, Ryan Nolan might be able to chase him down and pass him and maybe take that top spot. I think he's going to catch him coming out of turn 2.
Yeah, he's going to catch him. He got too much momentum not to.
Yeah, Chris
He's
Medford.
coming up on him in a heartbeat, too. Look at that.
Yeah, got right there on his back bum. I think Chris Medford got right up to speed right in time as they come out of turn 4. And the question is, does Ryan have still enough momentum? Looks like he's stalled out now, and they're probably dead even between each other. Now, if you're Chris Medford, how much do you push that truck and wear those tires out?
Got that right, because you got one on your bumper back there, my friend. It is hot on the trail.
Absolutely, and that's one of the chase contenders. Well, look at this, how much the turn of events have turned. The top 4 guys are all chase guys. Chris Medford out front, Ryan Nolan in second. Andrew Hill has moved up into third, and Gerald West there in fourth.
A bit of real estate between them, Mo.
There is 10 seconds between Andrew and the leader, and 18 between Gerald West and the leader up there. But right now, Chris Medford, he's moving away from Ryan just a little bit. Just brings about it, though. The question is he going to use those tires up? I mean, obviously, these guys are going to have to make one more pit stop. Is Ryan kind of saving, maybe to see if he can't run him down as they get closer to the end of this run?
He's running high. He's saving them tires. He ain't running too high.
Ryan's running. Whoa! Well, he all came off turn. Slap the wall.
Put him down too. Running top line.
Absolutely.
Joe, what would you be thinking about right now if you were Chris Medford?
Well, knowing I've got to make another pit stop, I know I've got to make another one, unless a caution comes out, early on. But I might have to make another pit stop. I got a very fast truck out here. Basically, just taking it easy, trying to save as much as I can, and keeping Ryan Nolan there in my rearview mirror.
Definitely got to keep Ryan Nolan in your rearview mirror, and him and Andrew. And Gerald West. Like he's coming up on some loud traffic, ain't he?
Yeah, no doubt.
Big Greenway coming by.
Yeah, they passed on Dick right there. He went in and did his pit stop. So, like I say, if I was, Ryan right now, I'm a little bit quicker than he is. If I was Chris, I'd just kind of maintain, just kind of be careful. Make sure I don't get in trouble. That overdrive the truck. It's real easy to overdrive the truck sometimes when you're out there by yourself.
Yes, it is.
Tom, don't think Gerald got a penalty. Actually, if we look at his pits, I'm thinking about it. No, he did. His pit stop was 29 seconds. He might have got a penalty on that last pit stop, Tim's why I put him so far back. I just noticed his pit stop was 29 seconds.
Yeah, he could have got caught for speeding or something.
Yeah, Troy Radford had a long one along with Al Smith. So all three of them, 29, 30, and 28-second pit stops.
Yeah, that's reading these two right here way ahead.
Yeah, no doubt. Andrew Hill, he had a 15-second stop, which still puts him 13 seconds back. But as of right now, Chris Medford, he's got a 1.9-second lead over Ryan Nolan, who is trying to do everything he can to hang on. And, wouldn't it be fitting tonight, and obviously don't want to give it to anybody right off, but Chris to win this race, win the championship, and also running that tribute out there to Tom's grandmother.
I do believe if I were Ryan Nolan, I'd say high.
Yeah, say that middle high line. Seems like it's working. Looks like he's closing in just a little bit this time.
That middle lane, ain't he?
Yes, he is. This track, this is pretty much what we're used to seeing out here at a track like this, Homestead.
Yeah, Joe, Chris, he's using his tires up now, is what he's doing.
Yep, absolutely.
See how low he's going? He's really using them tires up, and Ryan Nolan's in the second groove. Probably get a little bit of help from Greenway too.
Well, right now, the man out front, Chris Medford, he's looking good. I'll tell you what, Tim, everybody loves it. Let's do it. Let's go high and wide here. The Blimpie cam. That's right, Blimpie. Gives you a good perspective of the track. Just shows you about how far apart these guys really are. And, Tim, I know you love the Blimpie. Are you hiding in the back of the Blimpie cam? Gotta mash your butt.
Chris does have a good lead. I forget about that.
Gotta make sure you mash your butt. Yeah. I got Tim on push to talk. Sometimes he starts talking, he don't mash the button. But we're on the Blimpie cam, Tim. Everybody loves Blimpie. You love Blimpie?
Oh yeah, I love Blimpie.
Oh, we got Blimpie. What's a Blimpie cam? It's a good camera shot here to show everybody. And I just like saying the word Blimpie. It's one of those happy words, and I still want to meet the disgruntled person who thinks they could stay disgruntled and mad and say Blimpie.
Great. It's a great sandwich too.
Yeah, they make good subs. Blimpie subs.
I'm still seeing guy burning his tires up.
Yeah, well, Chris Medford out front, he is extending that lead over Ryan Nolan. Ryan's just trying to do everything he can to try to figure out a line to get around here. Just can't quite figure anything out. And slowly but surely, Chris Medford is climbing away. Chris got a bad, fast machine out here tonight so far.
Yeah, Nolan 2.53 behind him now.
Yep.
But again, is Chris using his tires up? If he is, Ryan Nolan will catch him.
Absolutely.
You know Ryan Nolan.
Oh yeah.
And you and I both know him.
Yes, we do.
Ryan Nolan.
Yeah, these guys right now, man, they're flying around this place.
There they are.
Hello, Oliver. How you doing out there? We got a good battle here. Well, tell you what, right now we got 33 laps to go, Tim. Got a good time here right now to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. It's been a very good race here so far from Homestead, Miami here tonight. Last race of the season here for Racing for a Cause, Crescent Candle Company Trucking Series. These guys right now are doing pretty good. We're going to crown a champ here. Well, folks, hang on to it. Get your refreshments and stuff. We'll be right back to the conclusion of this one. All right, welcome back, folks. We're back here live, and got it right here in time. Green flag stops, and look at that. Ryan Nolan and Chris Medford, they're going to go nose to tail out here as we're back here live at Homestead, racing for a cause, Crescent Candle Company Trucking Series. And now's the time. We got 25 to go in here for the season finale, and it's going to be see whether or not Ryan Nolan, if he's got something, now's the time to use it.
Yes, it is, Joe. He's creeping up on him little by little.
Well, he's got 24 to get it done. Chris Medford, usually when he's gotten out front like that, we've seen it all race long. Once he's got out front, he's kind of slowly but surely moved away. What's up? Hello, John. How you doing?
Ryan Nolan needs to keep that high line and he'll catch him.
Yep.
If he don't keep that high line, he ain't going to catch him.
Nope. Well, Gerald West moves up into the third place spot. Problem is he's 20 seconds back there. So really the race right now is between these two. It's just a matter of, does Ryan Nolan have enough here in the last 20 laps to reel in that man in the 46 machine?
He's reeling in pretty good. See where he's running now.
He's well, he wasn't as fast. Actually, Chris Medford was a little bit quicker than him that time. They're kind of maintaining their distance right here.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, it looks like, you know, one of them's gaining, another one gains, and then they kind of just even off between the two. But it's go time at this point. I mean, it's kind of, you know, you've got what you got. You got your tires, you got everything. I'm going to see if he's got enough for. He can't let Chris Medford get too far out there in front.
Yeah, and he needs to get off that low line because he's eating them tires up.
Well, he's searching around right now would be the best way. Oh, you're right there, John. Well, right, actually, the top three guys are the chase contenders out there. Just to give you an update. Chris Medford, Ryan Nolan, and Gerald West, and Andrew Hill, who was in 5th place. Those four drivers, and Ryan Nolan bumps the wall. But those four guys right there are the guys who are driving for a title.
Joe, we're driving it, Joe.
Well, and that's what we're saying. He's got to do something to reel Chris in. He can't afford to let him get too far out there in front.
He's doing the thing he needs to do to stay in that middle lane or a little bit higher.
Well, he's got 20 laps to get it done here at Homestead for the final time here this season. He's going to see if he can't. Right now he's maintaining, so hopefully he's probably thinking, well, if I can just stay right here, maybe later on into the run, I'll be able to run him down.
How many times have we seen that? How many times?
Oh, yeah, many.
And they burn their tires out. And you ain't going to catch them doing that.
Well, you know, so far we've been caution-free. Knock on wood. It's been a good one. If this caution comes out late here, that could change the whole outlook of this whole thing.
That Chris is running away with it a little bit.
Yeah, he's right there. He's kind of maintained. He's still got about a half-second lead over Ryan Nolan. It seems like he gets a little bit one lap, then the next lap Ryan comes in. They kind of just back and forth. Stay high. Real dead even.
Stay high, buddy. Stay high.
Yeah, they're just really dead even right now.
Yeah, they are. What we got going back there in the back?
Well, let's see what we got going on here. See what old Gerald West is up to. We're back there running in the 3rd place spot. Old Al Smith, and he's got his hands full with Andrew Hill. Oh, Andrew Hill's right there on his back bumper.
Yeah, Andrew done reeled him in. He's been to reel him out.
Absolutely. Troy Radford, who we saw during the break, spin on pit road, and Ryan Nolan almost clipped him. Could have been the end of his night there, as he could have destroyed that truck.
Here comes Andrew Hill on the bottom.
Yep, Andrew Hill on the inside of the 91 there, going to try to take that spot away and make it the top 4 drivers here in the chase.
He did.
Yes, he did. Wow. Well, let's go back up here. Ryan Nolan is just right there. He can see Chris Medford. If he could just get right on his back bumper, maybe make that 46 make a mistake. We'll just have to see.
He's climbing.
He is, slowly but surely he's gaining on him.
Chris is still down there using him tires up.
Yeah, both of them are. Both of them go down low this time, and it's just a matter of 16 laps to go. I always say, last lap, that puts an end to it. 5 laps to go, caution comes out. That's going to put an end to it. But we got 15 to go here for the last race of the season here for the Racing for a Cause Crescent Candle Company Trucker Series here at Homestead. And those two guys you're watching right there, Chris Medford, Ryan Nolan, and they're running for a championship. Gerald West and Andrew Hill, they're back in 3rd and 4th. They're also running. But they're about 20 seconds back from these two gentlemen. But right now, it's a race up front unless these two get going. And we've seen wilder things happen, Tim. If they get tangled up together later on, we've seen that happen.
Yes, we have. I can tell you that, Joe. We see some crazy things happen in the last 4 or 5 laps.
Absolutely.
Tell you one thing. Well, last week we found a champion last week that wasn't meant to be there.
Yeah, a wild one.
Yeah.
Ryan goes way high on that one. Let's see if he gets a momentum coming off. He does get a good momentum coming off at the turn. Going to help him a little bit coming off turn 4, going into 1. He just can't. It seems like he's kind of stuck right there in a barrier. Just can't quite break past it.
Well, if he stays high, he'll keep that momentum going. But
Yeah,
he's got to stay high.
Yeah, it's just like he's just like right there. Can't go no further. You know, and as a driver, you're doing everything you possibly can do to try to get up there, and it just seems like no matter what you do, the truck just won't respond. It's aggravating to be behind the wheel and see that happen.
Yeah, especially when your champion is right in front of you.
Absolutely. Yeah, and you know, all I got to do is just get one more position, but I'm so close, but you just can't make up that gap.
So close, but no cigar.
But you know, Chris Medford, he's still got to understand that he sees Ryan Nolan back there, and he has to understand that I got to hit my marks. I can't just relax up here because one little slip up, one little mistake, and that 87 is going to be right there on his back tailgate.
I think he's going to do it. He's going to stay high. If he does, he's going to catch you.
Absolutely. We got 11 to go.
He's got to stay high, Joe. He can't do it down there on the bottom. That is eating them tires up.
It is. He comes across the line. There's going to be 10 laps to go in this one. And Ryan Nolan is gaining very slowly right there. He climbs up on him. He's got still enough time to do it. Chris is, if Chris Medford's got anything left in the tank of that 46, he better start pulling away and using it now.
I don't think he got it. He done used it up. And Ryan Nolan just put a couple of tenths on him then.
Yep. And you know, one thing you got to look, tires or not, forget about it. There's no saving tires at this point.
Oh, you got to run to win now.
Absolutely. As old Ryan's coming out of turn number 4 right there, kind of closes in another couple hundreds. He's closed in a couple hundreds every lap, and if he keeps doing that, he'll be right there on that back tailgate with a couple laps to go. And we might see very interesting how he's going to go about maybe trying to get around that number 46 of Chris Medford.
Catching him, too.
He is catching him. He's catching him very slowly. And that's what we're talking about. As they come out of turn 4 here, they come out of turn 4, it's going to be 8 to go. When they cross that line, and we see Ryan Nolan, he gains just a little bit more. He's about 3 tenths off right now with 8 to go out here. So he's gaining like a couple hundreds each lap. That's what he needs.
Yeah, but he needs to keep that high line, buddy. I tell you, Miami, Florida is a tough track, but you got to run the high line to get it going.
And another thing, he needs to concentrate. Don't overdrive that truck. Maintain what he's doing. I mean, he's getting a good run come off of turn 4. He got an excellent one that time. It says he seems like he gets a good run off of 4, but going into 1, Chris Medford looks like he gets a better run going into 1 and 2.
Yep, he's Ryan Nolan keeping that high line now. That's where he needs to be.
Yep. Oh, and what Ryan has to keep in his concentration and focus here. Don't overdrive that car, because usually when you get this close to somebody and when you run them down, your tendency as a driver sometimes is to try to overdrive the car or truck. And he doesn't want to do that. Just maintain what he's doing. Don't lose focus on what you got.
Right.
And we got 6 to go here, Tim. It's we'll get down to the nitty gritty.
Getting race time up front, buddy. What to see?
Absolutely. We'll see if Ryan Nolan can actually pull it down. He's down to 2/10 on him with 6 to go. He's done what he needs, but that old saying, catching and passing, that's two different things.
He reeling him in.
He is. But does he have enough to make it around that 46 machine? Now, Chris has run a very, very clean race all night long.
That's as close as they've been to him tonight, too.
Yeah, they are right there. He is right there within in car lengths of it. He can almost reach out and just feel and grab that title, Ryan can. And as he climbs over the back bumper here with 5 to go, looks on the inside to cross the line with 4. Here we go, Tim.
We're getting race time, Joe. Here he comes.
Yeah, it looks on the inside. Is he going to be able to do it? They're going to come across this line of 3 to go. He's got, I'll tell you, the preferred line's the one that Chris Medford's got. That's what I'm talking about. He can get near him, but getting around him is going to be another question.
Chris has got the line it takes.
Absolutely.
He's not going to get it done down there on the bottom.
Well, and Chris doesn't have to move out of that line either. It's going to be Ryan Nolan's job to make it around him. He's going to try to find everything he can. 3 to go this time by.
He's hunting every which way he can right now.
Yeah, he is right there on his back tailgate, so it's everything he's got. Let's see if he's got enough to maybe muster it around that 46.
But we've been talking about it all night long there, Joe. It's something to catch somebody, but getting around them is another thing.
Well, and I think right there just done him in. I don't know. He climbs back, but he touched the wall, but he still drives that thing hard out of turn 4. He's going to make a run going into 1.
Maybe.
He's on his back tailgate.
Yes, he is. Chris is going low.
This is for the race and for the championship right here.
I just don't think Ryan got enough to do it.
He just can't get that preferred line. That's what it is. Chris is hogging up that line, which, that's what he's got to do. He's got to protect that line. Chris does. As he goes up the track just a little bit out of 4, that might open up the door for Ryan right there. 1 to go. Caution's out.
Over.
Well, is it going to be over with a caution out? If it is, wow.
Chris did it. He won it.
I cannot believe it. As soon as if they would have crossed the line, they was mere feet from crossing the line before the caution came out. Wow. Talk about, oh, wow. Tim, if they would have crossed that line and clicked the lap and a caution came out, they could have raced it all the way back. Wow.
Best not pass that pace car neither.
I cannot believe the caution came out like that. I don't even know why the caution came out.
I didn't see nothing.
I didn't either. It's over. Chris Medford is the champ and the winner. Wow. They were mere feet from coming out. It was going to be an awesome run there to the checkered flag, but for some reason a caution come out, and I don't know why, because we didn't see anybody spin or anything like that. Wow.
What's going on?
I'll tell you. Well, it's over with. Chris Medford is the champ and the winner here. He takes this one on. Because John says conspiracy theory. Explain the caution. I don't know. I have no clue what the caution came from, but either way, it came out with mere feet or so to go, with Chris Medford coming across the line, and Ryan Nolan was right there on his back bumper. But Chris is going to be the champ. Ryan Nolan is going to come in second. Chris is going to win this one. Gerald West is going to end up here in third. Let me bring up these guys up here.
All four of them.
Yeah, all four of them. Let's get a talk in with these guys. I'll tell you what, I'm going to bring up Gerald West up here first and let you get a talk in with. Bring him up here.
Gerald West, this Tim McBride in the booth. You got a copy.
Hey, Tim. What's up, Joe? I got you, man. Yeah, loud and clear.
It just wasn't meant to be, was it, brother?
Hey, man. I mean, I put on the best show I could. I was out there searching around, you know, the whole time. I really couldn't find out where it was at. It kept changing on me. So, you know, it was, and I got a penalty there on pit road, set me back. So I was pretty much out there riding around, man, for real. Just trying to find out where the speed was at.
Yeah, we kind of figured you got a pit road penalty because you was a step off.
Yeah, I think it gave us a penalty there. I think 3 of us got it there for touching the grass before we entered pit road. It was an unsafe pit penalty, so it held us in our pit for 15 seconds.
Chris is out of gas.
Hey, congratulations to Chris, man. He had it out there. I couldn't find it, but he had it. And, you know, good run all season. For real, to everybody. It was fun. I had a blast over here this season, so I can hold my head high for third. I'll take it.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, Ryan caught him, but he just couldn't get around. He couldn't catch that low line, but that low line wasn't going.
Yeah, it's a shame there that caution came out for Ryan. I mean, he was really starting to push up there on Mefford, and it was coming down to the end, so I would have been excited to see that play out there, hadn't that caution come out. But, you know, I think there was a car spinning around there off too when I come around, so that's what the yellow was for. And, hey, man, good run to Ryan too. I mean, me and that guys, we've been battling all season, and you know, we've had our disagreements on the track or whatever, but it's always been pretty professional. So congratulations to him for a second, and hey, man, thanks to Racing for a Cause too.
Man, we appreciate you too, Joel. Anybody you want to thank? Special.
Oh, definitely, yeah. I'd like to thank everybody that's out there that's coming to these races, the people that's watching them, and you know, especially the ones that are driving in it, because if it wasn't for them and RFAC, man, Racing for a Cause, we wouldn't have nowhere to run at and have all this fun. So it's just fun to run over here with these guys, man. They put on a good show.
All right, Daryl, we'll talk to you later, buddy, and you have a good one there, and enjoy that third place. I know it ain't first, but it ain't last.
Hey, thanks, man. And hey, we appreciate you up there calling the race all season. The races are fun to watch, man. So shout out to OSR Network.
OSR Network, you got that right, buddy. We'll talk to you later then.
All right, thanks, Joe.
Hey, man, appreciate it, man. Good luck out there and a good race out there, Gerald, man. As always, good to see you, man, run up there on that third place run tonight. Well, I'll tell you what, let's get here to the second place man, Ryan Nolan. Let's get a talking with him. He tried everything he could to get it done here tonight.
Ryan Nolan, this Tim McBride in the booth. You got a copy?
I got you guys.
But that caution came out at the wrong time, my friend.
Yeah, it definitely was very untimely for me. I felt like I may have not have got around or been able to get around Mefford, but at least would have been nice to have a shot at it one last time there.
Well, you weren't too far away from the finishing area. If y'all could have got across that, it would have been over. You know, y'all could have raced it out.
Yeah, no, if we would have got across the line, it would have been good. I knew I was a little better on the longer run, and the run before that, he pulled away early, and I was trying to keep him in a little bit closer this last run, just so I had a shot at the end, and starting to reel him in, and was only feeling like I was getting stronger, or he was at least falling off a little bit more towards the end. So I was really hoping we'd at least have that last lap. I think I was going to try to go to the outside in 1 and 2 and and get a run on him down the backstretch, and hopefully have a drag race to start finish line. But all in all, it's a long season. Kind of glad we're done here, but got a lot of people supporting me, like my family, my parents are watching always. My wife, who really puts up with me racing, probably more than I should be, and the other competitors.
But I tell you what, Ryan, it's been a pleasure watching you all season, man. Drive the wheels off that truck. I know, because I've seen you come from the back to the front, and I hate that caution came out when it did, because I believe you could have gave him a run for his money on that last lap. Anybody want to thank, buddy?
Well, again, my family is supporting, my wife, you guys for putting on the broadcast, do a great job. Fellow competitors, my teammate Andrew Hill, who is in the chase with us, he had a little bit of a rough night, but yeah, all in all, it was good for us. Congrats to Chris.
Congratulations on that second place, buddy. I know it ain't first, but it ain't last. You have a good one and celebrate that second place. We'll talk to you later, buddy.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Welcome, my friend.
All right, well, I'll tell you what, that's Ryan Nolan right there, man. He did everything he possibly could to try to pull it off. This man right here, Chris Medford, gonna pull it off in victory lane here tonight, and the champ, Chris Medford. Joe White in the booth, got a copy?
You bet I do.
Well, Chris, I tell you what, you had a dominating truck. Ryan was pulling in close, and just an untimely caution. I don't even know where the caution came from, but untimely. I mean, y'all were feet away. If y'all had just crossed that line then, and could have raced it back to the line. But how'd you feel when you saw Ryan closing in on you there? But you are the champ. So how's that feel also, too?
Well, Ryan had a strong car all day, truck all day. This is one of his wheelhouses. You know, these mile and a halves are just bad fast for a lot of these guys, except for me. Troy had a really good truck, but he said his graphics went blank or something. But he had a good run. Jerry's running good. Just a lot of good racing out there. Yeah, it's I think I'm well overdue. I came in second to Troy in the late models, came second to Troy in the street stocks, and somehow it just came my way.
Yeah, I mean, you were able to pull it off. You were able to maintain. I mean, you started this race off in sixth tonight. You had a dominating truck out there. I mean, how was the track, and how was it feeling throughout this entire race?
Well, Joe, when I went to practice, I was driving in really deep and using the brake. That whole run, I maybe barely used the brake at all. Just trying to save a little fuel, and trying not to put a lot of wheel in it. I've been upping my steering ratio to trying to save a little tire here and there, and looks like luckily it fell off. It paid off. But said Ryan was coming. I think I had Ryan in 1 and 2, but 3 and 4 he had my number there pretty easy. Said he had a real strong run, strong truck. If we went another lap, he would have had me, because I think crossing the line to finish the race, I had 0.3 gallons left, so I probably would have ran out in the backstretch.
I hear you. Well, that would have definitely been an interesting run then if it would have done like that. But hey, either way, you won the race here tonight. Last race here at Homestead, racing for a cause, Crescent Candle Company Trucking Series. You are the champ here in the trucks, my friend. Pulling it off, long season here. You made it through the chase, got down to 4 drivers, and held on right there in an awesome battle to the end. Winner tonight here at Homestead, and the champ here in the Crescent Candle Company Trucking Series for racing for a cause. You got anybody out there you want to thank?
Oh, yeah, I want to thank the whole wide world. I want to thank you guys for your broadcasting all year. It's always fun watching you guys. Thank Tim for coming on board and helping you. My girlfriend laughs at him because she thinks he sounds like Larry the Cable Guy. I'd like to thank my girlfriend for putting up with me during these long races and yelling and cussing the whole 9 yards. A shout out to my brother who is watching, Ray and Chris Radford, Troy's parents. I think I stole his fans from. Thanks, guys. I think everybody at Tier 4, just working together, practicing, learning this, learning that, makes, each other better. And, I have a feeling, in the B cars, we're going to have a lot of success, with our driver lineup, just everybody in there. I think my sponsors, Sim Speed Shop, fantastic button boxes, Greenway Motorsports Productions, Mefford Graphics, shout out to the National Kidney Foundation, and also want to dedicate this win to Tommy Q. He lost his grandmother a couple days ago, and I know how it feels to lose a loved one, close loved one, and everything. And she was on the hood tonight, so maybe she brought me some luck, even though she didn't know me.
Absolutely. Well said right there. And like I said, nobody can take it away from you. You are the champ here of Racing for a Cause, Cresson Candle Company Trucking Series. This season's champ and winner tonight at Homestead, Chris Mefford. Again, congratulations on that, Chris.
Thank you.
Well, Tim, I'll tell you what, man, that was a race right there, and it was an awesome one here. Let's get the final results. It's Chris Mefford. He puts it out there out front, wins the race, and the title here tonight in the championship. Ryan Nolan there in second, along with Gerald West third, Andrew Hill fourth, Troy Rafford around the fifth, Al Smith sixth, Dick Greenway coming out in seventh, Justin McDuff right there in eighth, Peyton Johnson ninth, and A.J. Hamlin 10th. As that rounds out the rest of the field here. Tim, got any final words on this one?
Yeah. I'll tell you what, Joe. He was so lucky that caution came out, because he wouldn't have won it if it hadn't come out.
He said it right there. He was almost out of fuel, and it would have been interesting to see what would have happened. I mean, Ryan was on his back bumper as the caution came out. So good timing, I guess, on his end and whatnot. But nonetheless, what a season. I want to definitely give a shout out and thank you to Racing for a Cause, Rick Greenway, Chris Medford, and all those guys, man, down there who make it possible, Troy Rafford and whatnot here at Racing for a Cause, letting OSRN, Online Sim Racing Network, come here and bring this to you. And definitely Tim coming up here in the booth for this season. It has been a interesting and awesome one. Again, want to give a shout out to Chris Medford for pulling it off here tonight. Series champion here, Racing for a Cause, Cresson Candle Company Trucking Series. Well, folks, that's going to conclude it here for this series. I want to tell you, it has been an exciting one from the start to the finish of it here at Homestead. As we leave here tonight, I hope everyone have a good night, and thanks again.